What does the term Palayakaras refer to? Palayakaras in Tamil refers to the holder of a little kingdom as a feudatory to a greater sovereign. How did the Palayakaras system last for a long period? The personal relationship and an understanding between the king and the Palayakaras made the system to last for about 200 years from the Nayaks of Madurai until the takeover of these territories by the British. Name the agents of Chanda Sahib who commanded the Madurai and Tirunelveli regions. Miana, Mudimiya, Nabi Khan Katak. Who supported Pulithevar in his confederacy against the British. Pulithevar formed a confederacy of the Palayakaras to fight the British. With the exception of the Palayakaras of Sivagiri, all other Maravar Palayams supported him. Yettayapuram and Panjalam Kuruchi also did not join this confederacy. Why was Yusuf Khan not prepared to attack Pulithevar? Yusuf Khan, who had been sent by the company, was not prepared to attack Pulithevar unless the big guns and ammunition from Tiruchirappalli arrived. Name the major forts of Pulithevar that came under the control of Yusuf Khan in 1761. On 16 May 1761, Pulithevar's three major forts, Netkattum Seval, Vasudevanallur and Panayur, came under the control of Yusuf Khan. Write a note on Ondiveeran. Ondiveeran led one of the army units of Pulithevar. Fighting by the side of Pulithevar, he caused much damage to the company's army. According to oral tradition, in one battle, Ondiveeran's hand was chopped off and Pulithevar was saddened. But Ondiveeran said it was a reward for his penetration into enemy's fort, causing many heads to roll. Write a short note on Kuyili. Kuyili, a faithful friend of Velu Nachiyar, is said to have led the unit of women soldiers named after Udayal. Udayal was a shepherd girl who was killed for not divulging information on Kuyili. Kuyili is said to have walked into the British arsenal after setting herself on fire, thus destroying all the ammunition. By whom was the Dindukkal League formed? Gopala Nayak spearheaded the famous Dindukkal League, which was formed with Lakshmi Nayak of Manapparai and Pooja Nayak of Devadanapatti. Who were the members of the committee before which Kattabomman appeared? The council asked Kattabomman to appear before a committee with William Brown, William Oram and John Casamager as members. Who were the able generals of Muttu Adugar of Sivagangai? Periyamarudu 1748 to 1801. Chinnamarudu 1753 to 1801. What happened at Sivagangai after its annexation in 1801? The Marudu brothers were executed in the fort of Tirupattur near Ramanathapuram on 24 October 1801. Umaithurai and Sevathaiya were captured and beheaded at Panjalam Kuruchi on 16 November 1801. 73 rebels were exiled to Penang in Malaya. Explain in brief about the outbreak of the Vellore revolt. On 10 July 1806, guns were booming and the Indian sepoys of the 1st and 23rd regiments raised their standard of revolt. Colonel Fancourt, who who commanded the garrison, was the first victim. Colonel Makarov of the 23rd Regiment was killed next. Major Armstrong, who was passing the fort, heard the sound of firing. When he stopped to inquire, he was showered with bullets. About a dozen other officers were killed within an hour or so. Among them, Lieutenant Early and Lieutenant Popham belonged to His Majesty's battalion. What were the arts in which Chinnamalai was trained? Dhiran was well trained in Silambu, archery, horse riding and modern warfare. Who were the British officers held responsible for the Vellore revolt? The Commander-in-Chief, Sir John Cradock, the Adjutant General Agnew, and Governor William Bentinck were held responsible for the revolt. By whom was the Vellore revolt perfectly organized? The organizing part of the revolt was done perfectly by Subedar Sheikh Adam, Subedar Sheikh Hamid, Jamidar Sheikh Hussain of the 2nd Battalion of 23rd Regiment, Jamidar Sheikh Qasim of the 1st Battalion of the 1st Regiment. In which places did the Vellore revolt echo? Vellore revolt had its echoes in Bellary, Walajabad, Hyderabad, Bengaluru, Nandidurg and Shankaridurg. Why did the Vellore revolt fail? The Vellore revolt failed because there was no immediate help from outside. Why was Heron dismissed from service? Colonel Heron was urged to deal with Pulithevar as he continued to defy the authority of the company. Pulithevar wielded much influence over the western Palayakarars. For want of cannon and of supplies and pay to soldiers, Colonel Heron abandoned the plan and retired to Madurai. Heron was recalled and dismissed from service.